of
Oh,
information.
you're acting tough now? You're acting tough now? Behind the bench?
Let me finish, and I'll let you speak, all right?
Yelling at me now?
Yes.
Is that
I'm yelling at you
constitutional?
now.
I would like for everything to be dismissed if it pleases the court. It don't matter, because I don't understand how y'all run y'all system. Y'all practice against the law. You are totally infringing on my rights.
All right, guys, this one gets wild. We've got a completely unhinged sovereign citizen who is all over the place in this hearing. At one point, he even threatens the judge. The audio quality is absolute garbage. And on top of that, he just won't stop talking. Let me know in the comments. How do you think the judge handled this? Personally, I think he did a solid job, but dealing with these sovereign citizens is never easy. I'll be jumping in with my thoughts throughout, so let's get into it.
And it looks like the rest of this stuff, he's already entered a plea into all this stuff.
No, sir. No plea.
Well, that's not what it says here, sir.
I represent myself. I couldn't enter the plea. I never plea. You can check my record for plea.
Oh, maybe I found you guilty then. Yeah.
No, I haven't been. Matter of fact, I came inside there personally a week or so ago. And the young lady, the security officer, came out and said that I'm supposed to report today.
No, this is on some old stuff. All right.
I never entered the plea.
So do you not want the representation of counsel?
No, thank you.
Okay. There you go, Mr. Take. That's your first break of the day, Mr. Soroki. You know what I mean?
Judge, I know how to deal with everybody. So I said, I know how to deal with everybody, any type of client.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't want
Right,
it. So
I understand.
We can't force it on him.
No, I understand.
Yeah. So you can
Take it as a plus.
as for purposes of arraignment, sir, we'll do it like this. I'll enter a
Are
not
you
guilty.
talking to Mr. Hicks or Mr. Lee?
Pardon me?
Yes, you should be able to follow the first one.
Are you talking to Mr. Hicks or Mr. Lee?
Mr. Hicks, I'm sorry.
Yep, you should be down in area code 929.
Mr. Hicks, for purposes of arraignment, I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and give you a $0 bond, all right?
I object, Your Honor. That would be practicing in front of the bench. I object. That would be practicing in front of the bench, practicing law from the bench. You will have to recluse yourself if you hold on to that.
All right. Well, I deny your motion. So go ahead. How do you want to proceed?
I would like for everything to be dismissed if it pleases the court.
We're only 3 minutes in, and this guy is already trying to get his case dismissed. Honestly, I'd have a little more respect for these sovereign citizens if they actually stuck to their beliefs and just didn't show up, since they claim the courts have no authority. But nope, they show up on time, follow the judge's instructions, and then turn around and argue that the court has no power over them. Like, do they really think the judge is just going to throw their hands up and say, you know what? You're right. Case dismissed. That's not how the law works. I wish the judge would just shut it down and say, jurisdiction is based on where the crime happened, not whether you feel like following the law. It's like these guys live in their own little world where they think their opinions can rewrite the rules. What's this guy's end goal here? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Personally, I think he's just stalling to waste as much time as possible. Let's jump back in.
Deny. What basis?
You haven't even let me tell my grounds.
All right, basis. Give it to me.
And he's gonna bring you.
For one, a ticket is a bill of attainder. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the United States, no bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. You can have a written assistance
All right, let me
Mental
stop.
equity that transmits into law penalties.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. We have, first of all, we have a problem with the transmission. You're breaking up really, really, really bad, and we can't get that on the, turn your video
I
off.
understand.
Maybe turn your video off. That will help. Let's see.
Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the United States. No bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. You cannot have a writ of assistance that has civil equity that transmits into law. Number 2, there is no sworn statement from an injured party. Number 3, the officer did not even sign the ticket. That's under law of penalty of perjury. I'm asking that all of these be dismissed.
All right, I'm going to deny that motion. All right, House, do you want to proceed?
That's your declaratory judgment?
I'm going to deny the motion. I denied the motion.
Okay, let's go to court.
Trial?
It don't matter, because I don't understand how y'all run y'all system. Y'all practice against the law.
So, according to this guy, the judge is the one breaking the law while he's the only one following it. Yeah, okay. This dude clearly has no understanding of the law, yet he's out here acting like an expert and accusing the judge of doing things wrong. Newsflash. Judges spend years studying and practicing the law. Meanwhile, this guy probably watched a few conspiracy videos and now thinks he's some kind of legal genius. Watching him try to lecture the judge, who actually knows what's going on, is just hilarious. It's honestly baffling. How can someone be this confident and this clueless at the same time? There's zero self-awareness, zero logic, just pure nonsense. He's in there throwing out random arguments, getting all worked up, and for what? At this point, I don't know if this is just how sovereign citizens operate, or if this guy genuinely has some issues. Maybe it's a little of both. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let's jump back in.
I'm a common law.
Well, read the court rules, and you'll learn a little something.
The court rules go against the law. Y'all practice against the law, against the Constitution. I'm all common law.
All right. Well, we're beyond that.
Okay.
All right.
So you say. So are you going to prosecute this, or somebody else going to prosecute it?
Stop. Let's not keep going. All right. You want a trial date or not?
It's up to y'all. Remember, y'all make all the rules.
Trial date. You want to, let's give him a jury trial date.
Jury trial.
Yeah.
How long do I have to turn in my briefs?
I'll give you some dates in a second.
Okay. Scamming. With a smile on your face. If it pleases the court, what jurisdiction are you charging me on?
I asked the question, sir.
I just said if it pleases the court.
I know, and I'm telling you, I asked the questions. I appreciate your
We can do it.
your respect for the court, but I asked the questions. I told you to read the court rules.
We can do it March the 5th. Let me check and see.
The court rules.
Is it
What
March the 5th?
jurisdiction are you trying to charge me on?
Is March the 5th a good date for you, sir?
No.
June the 11th is going to be the jury trial date.
June the 11th?
June the 11th. So let's put your final pretrial date will be, let's see, put that a day before. That way, that'll be the date we'll argue motions on June the 10th. May the 24th will be your motion, and now
May 24th.
May the 24th, and the city will have 7 days to respond. So the response to the motion will be due by May the 31st.
I appreciate you, Your Honor.
All right, have a very good day, sir. Best of luck to you.
I just did. Thank you.
That wraps up the first hearing, but this guy is far from done. Nope, he's back for round 2, and trust me, things are about to get way more intense. This time, he completely loses it on the judge, all because the court supposedly gave him a slip with the wrong date. Instead of handling it like a normal person, he throws a full-blown tantrum, and this is where he actually threatens the judge. It's honestly wild to watch. What did you guys think of how the judge handled the first hearing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now let's jump into the second hearing.
What are you here for, sir?
The slip says for Jonathan Reeves.
Jonathan Reeves.
Yes.
I don't know anything about a Jonathan Reeves. Let's see. I don't know anything about a Jonathan Reeves.
Well, I motion for this case. Man.
Are you Mr. Hicks? Are you Albert Hicks?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we're gonna get you your dates. And that Jonathan Reeves,
I already have my dates. I talked to you last week, remember?
I think it's correct.
I have June the 10th and June the 11th.
Very well. Okay, we'll see you back on those dates, sir.
But this matter right here with this Jonathan Reeves.
Well, what does Jonathan Reeves have to do with you?
That's what I'm here for court for today. I'm making a personal special appearance for this.
Okay, I don't know. Who is Jonathan Reeves? Do you know who that is? What does it say on that? Because it sounds like it may be Jonathan Reeves may have stayed at that address at some point and left. I don't know what that's all
about. That's why I'm asking that this case be dismissed. The case is SP 15008721.
SP 15008721. Okay, that's not Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan Reeves is the officer that apparently wrote the ticket. And that's scheduled for the final pretrial on, I see where he's here today. It says scheduled for pretrial today. But that's all gonna be handled on the 11th of, Jonathan Reeves is supposed to be here on the 11th of June, on the day.
I was not notified. 11th of June.
Yeah.
How is he going to be here on the 11th of June? And I have Spidell on the 11th of June.
You have a couple of different officers, obviously.
Jonathan Reeves and Spidell has nothing to do with each other.
Well, we're just consolidating. We're having all of
Why would you do that against my will? Why would you just do that?
I'm doing it because of the judicial economy, sir. So
I'm challenging that one.
Okay, then write a motion, and we'll rule on it. But it's all in the same. We're all going to do it on the same day.
You didn't ask me that.
I don't have to ask.
You didn't ask me that. You just arbitrarily did it. That's not right. That goes against my rights.
All right. Well, you can put it in a motion, sir.
Well, the whole thing is, I don't know what y'all doing down there, but you are totally infringing on my rights.
The angrier this guy gets, the worse his microphone sounds. It's like his rage is literally messing up his connection. Classic sovereign citizen energy, terrible camera quality, awful audio, and complete delusion. And somehow, he just keeps getting more ridiculous as this goes on. Honestly, I'm shocked the judge hasn't hit him with contempt yet. The patience here is next level, because if I were the judge, there's no way I'd let this slide. This dude is on a whole different level, getting more and more worked up, and I have no clue how this is even happening in a courtroom. And let's not forget, he doesn't even have his video on. He's just a voice going off on the judge and making threats. Yeah, if anyone deserves a contempt charge, it's this guy. What do you all think? Should the judge have shut this down already? Let's get back into it.
Okay, well, file a motion, sir. That's how you speak to the
Why
court.
would I have to file a motion when you infringed on my rights? And I'm saying it right here, right now.
That's what the court rules are. You gotta follow.
No, it's not. Then show me those rules. Let me see those rules. Send those rules to me.
I don't have to show you anything. That's all public
Oh,
information.
you're acting tough now? You're acting tough now? Behind the bench?
Mr. Hicks. Let's not go there, all right?
My honor, please. I'm bringing up valid litigation for this. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all can't do anything without my permission. I'm not a ward of the state.
Mr. Hicks.
I'm an unfranchised common law free man.
Mr. Hicks. All I ask you to do is you can file a motion. You can put all of that stuff in the motion.
Yeah, so you can come back and say motion denied, right? Like you did last time.
Well, that's my discretion. If I don't feel that if it doesn't meet the criteria of the law, then that's what my
What jurisdiction are we?
I'm not going to answer this question, sir.
Oh, you're not going to answer the questions? Then I would like to know your status.
You don't ask the questions. I ask the questions. That's how.
Oh, you're going to play like that. What is your status? I am a common law free man. What is your status?
Mr. Hicks, I'm about to put you out the room, and I'm going to do that so I don't have to find you in contempt. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm giving you your opportunity to speak to the court through motions. You have your motion date already set. You can put all of that stuff in the motion, okay? And
why wasn't I notified about this case, this particular?
You are notified. You have it here. You have it there. That's why you zoomed in. All right, Mr. Hicks. All right, now I'm going to give you one last chance to speak, sir. Go ahead and well, before the other litigants come on.
And Your Honor, we're not on the record with Mr. Hicks.
No, we're not on the record.
We should be on the record with Mr. Hicks.
We're not. You don't have a court date today, sir.
I have a court date. I have the paper right in my hand. I have the paper right here in my hand.
In that case number, I told you your court date is, you have motion dates for that. You have,
you just told me, you just told me that. What did I have a court date today for? Why did I waste my time to come here just to hear this?
Well, I mean, sometimes that happens. I mean, if you feel that you're wasting your time, then you don't.
It's the fault of mine. It's the fault of 36th District. Y'all asked me to come to Zoom today.
From what I see here, sir, it's
it has pre-trial on here. Wednesday, February 7th, 2024, 9:35 a.m.
All right, let's do this. Let's call the case.
Zoom hearing meeting.
Hold on a
for
second.
Jonathan.
Let's call the case. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Albert Hicks Jr. Case number SP15008721. State your name for the record, please, Mr. Hicks.
Albert Hicks.
Today is the date and time we'll call it set for a pre-trial date. I see here.
This is supposed to be the trial, excuse me, Your Honor. This is supposed to be the trial date.
It's supposed to be the pre-trial date, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Mr. Hicks, based on the nature of the allegation, The city's not gonna give you an offer for this case. They want to see and speak with the officer, one being the gentleman you referred to off the record, Jonathan Rivas, and then there's another officer, Daniel Colgrove. Either one of those officers, they're both gonna be summoned. I don't know what their testimony will be, but
I motion to dismiss.
let me finish, and I'll let you speak, all right?
Yelling at me now?
Yes.
That
I'm yelling at you
constitutional?
now. All right?
Over. Okay.
So let me finish, and I'll let you speak. If you're not gonna do it that way, you're either gonna get out the room, or you're gonna I'm gonna lock you up. All right, so today is the date and time set for a pretrial, and this pretrial, the officer is not required to be here for a pretrial. The pretrial date is set in order for you to get an offer to either settle up the case, or in this case, we're setting a trial date. You have dates already set. The date motion due is gonna be on May the 24th, 2024. The response to that motion, if the city chooses to respond, is gonna be on May 31st, 2024. Your next court date that you need to be present is gonna be on June 10th, 2024 at 8:35, with the jury trial set the next day on June 11th, 2024 at 9:35, okay? Now, I'll let you speak, and we're gonna end.
Is all of this on record?
This is all on record.
Is all of this on record?
Yes.
Okay, please send the information to my home, please.
I love how he just had to sneak in that last little comment about sending the paperwork to his home. Like, dude, we all know where this is going. I have a strong feeling his next move is skipping his court date and claiming he never got the documents. Classic sovereign citizen move. Deny, deflect, and then act completely shocked when it all falls apart. Honestly, if these guys spent half the energy they waste arguing nonsense on actually understanding the law, they wouldn't even be in these messes to begin with. But let's be real. How do they even convince themselves this stuff makes sense? It's like there's a secret handbook out there called How to Lose in Court in 10 steps or less. On a serious note, though, you have to wonder about their mental state. Like, how deep in denial do you have to be to think you can just opt out of laws? It's darkly funny, but also kind of sad. If delusion were a legal defense, these guys would be the poster children for it. Anyway, what do you guys think about this guy? He seems completely out of it, but honestly, that's just what you get with sovereign citizens. More importantly, though, what do you think about this judge? I think he's handling it well, but sometimes I wish he'd just hit them with contempt. Already. That's just my take, though. Let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this court case, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. Take care.